This is the Quack House Podcast.
It's your boy Kev coming back at it again with another podcast. I got with me my boy Darren.
What's up?
My girl Kayla.
Hello.
Johnny Boy is behind the computer tonight.
¿Qué pasó?
And we have a guest with us, Jason.
Heidi ho.
So for everyone to know, Jason is our brother-in-law. Well, mine and Kayla's brother-in-law.
No, he's our brother.
Sure.
Yeah, he's the Quack House
Collectively.
Podcast brother-in-law.
That's going to be his banner across the bottom of our brother-in-law.
Oh, perfect.
Do you want me to put that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make it. Continue, please.
Okay, we're on the next day.
Oh, sweet.
He's like, oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
Same witness.
Holy shit. No,
Same
different
witness.
Witness 25. Frank Piazza.
When
Frank Pizza.
Dude, when I read it, I was
Pretty
like,
much.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I
Just one
thought, is
extra
he
letter.
related to Mike Piazza?
No idea.
Oh.
He
Good
is
question.
an expert in video forensics.
Ooh.
Baseball player for the Mets.
Got it.
Yep.
So
go on.
he just worked on the cell phone video footage that was posted on CNN and said it was sped up, but it wasn't tampered with, because the defense was trying to say that the video was tampered with and altered. That was all they wanted him for, really.
Really? That's
Just
it?
that video.
Just
that's it.
it's for him to say
That's it.
wasn't tampered.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, the defense really was pushing, like, hey, the video that was shown on the news before the trials even started is inaccurate, pretty much. Or, like, modified or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It
so,
wasn't.
so it was all the inaccuracies about him, like, pushing her to the ground and then, like,
And
hitting
kicking
her.
her
Like,
and
it was
pulling
all
her by
just
the hair.
inaccuracies.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, if this shit happened, like, 3 years later, so let's say, like, he's on trial in 2027, they could almost probably say AI did it, because AI is starting to get better.
Well, if he's on trial that long, I'm just going to say I want to be one of the jurors.
Oh, no.
Guilty.
He's talking about new instances.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, if Diddy got arrested in 2026, in 2027, they started doing all this, they could have been like, dude, that's AI.
Side note.
Right.
You think in the future AI can be creating sex crimes?
Oh, for sure.
Well, didn't they do something with that bill? You can't have something with other people's images or something. It's like illegal now.
You can't take their likeness.
Yeah,
Right.
Is that what it is?
you can't.
Well,
AI
you can't make it like 18 plus material. Like I couldn't just have John
Well, thank
dancing
goodness.
with his balls out.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck, bro? I'm 18 plus.
I'm 18 plus.
You're like, I just can't have John. Like, oh.
Well, I was talking
Just can't have them.
adults entertainment type videos.
You
I
know,
guess.
if you want a
Not safe
video
for work.
of John naked just dancing with his balls out, he'd probably send you one.
Well, here he did,
That damn.
He's
and I
already.
didn't even ask,
I didn't
but I appreciate it though.
Like, hey, check this out.
Some of you gotta
Thanks for
ask.
the thought.
Right. All right. Sorry.
Next witness. Is Bryana Bongolan. I don't know if
Bryana
it's
Bongolan.
Bongolian.
Bongolian.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Mongolia.
Mm-hmm.
They called her
TP for my
They
bunghole.
called her Bana.
Yes, bunghole.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yay, he's got facts.
Wait, say that again? They called her
Bana.
Bana? Okay.
She was creative and marketing director who was a close friend to Cassie.
That just sounds like a bullshit job.
You're gonna get beat up.
She
Okay.
runs the website.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was. No, yeah, she wasn't involved with Combs' life. She was a close friend to Cassie. Her job just so happened to be, marketing. So she said her and Cassie did drugs together. She also sold drugs to others, but not often. And then she talks about, this is the person that was hung out of the 17th floor balcony.
Wait.
Remember that being mentioned?
This is the lady?
This is the lady.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
She better be dropping some truth then.
Well,
Oh.
so this is her story. Her and her girlfriend were staying at Cassie's 17th floor condo in LA when they heard banging on the door. She instructed her girlfriend to hide in the bathroom and keep quiet. She then walked onto the balcony to act casual as Combs entered. Combs grabbed her from behind, lifted her on top of the rail, and it lasted about 15 seconds. As he said, "You know what you fucking did." He then threw her into patio furniture. So, I don't know if I have it. Hold on.
Oh, she was a graphic designer.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. Graphic design degree. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I told you, runs the website.
John, your lobster's showing.
Epidermis.
Your skin. So that's what she said. She is also has a lawsuit for Combs for $10 million against Combs. Cross-examination. She was asked about 15 minutes about all the drugs she did with Cassie. She said she supplied Cassie with drugs on multiple occasions and introduced her to dealers. So she's a bad influence.
Dang.
Yep.
She also said that some of the details in the incident in Cassie's lawsuit were incorrect. But it didn't say what, from what I saw. Do you see anything, John?
What was that?
What?
I wasn't listening.
Squirrel?
She said some of the details from Cassie's lawsuit were incorrect, but I don't remember her saying specifics.
And John's on there. He's like, "Oh, with the case?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sorry. I was looking up trailers for the new Jurassic Park movie."
No, I was reading this about Diddy messing with the jury and then the judge telling him to like stop or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was he
coming up.
mean mugging them or something?
No,
Or-
kind of.
We're not there yet.
So
Oh,
what I was-
it's in the notes.
That's
Got
what I
it.
was reading, but I wasn't
Get to
saying
it. Let's go.
Oh,
Go.
okay. No, that's fine. So it says Bryana, who was using drugs heavily at the time, has said repeatedly that she doesn't remember key details. So the defense tried to paint her as a dishonest witness. That was it for that day. Yeah. So then the next day they brought her back for cross-examination. It was shown that there were discrepancies in her testimony in court and the lawsuit she filed. She said she had fired her first lawyer because he included incorrect information in demand letters to Combs. They also showed a receipt from Trump Tower showing that he checked into the New York hotel 2 days before the incident and checked out 3 days after the alleged incident. So she was accused of lying. In the redirect, they asked if she knew the exact date of the incident, which she said she just estimated the date based on a photo she had taken of her injuries and the date that was on that. When asked if she definitely remembers being held on the balcony rail by Combs, she said, "I have no doubt." And then they took a lunch, and when they came back, they had a text message chain between Cassie and Combs' chief of staff. Cassie had said, "He came into my house while my friends were here and we were all sleeping. They woke me up because he was ringing the bell crazy at 3 a.m. So, yeah. So they know the date. And I don't think, of course I didn't put it in here, but the date she said was different than what it actually was. So he wasn't in New York at the time.
Yeah, she
Is
was
the point.
allegedly put over the balcony.
Over the, yeah. Over the
Okay.
This is where the judge has stern words for Combs and his defense team. There was a line of questioning where your client was nodding vigorously and looking at the jury. This is absolutely unacceptable. He added if it happens even once more, he would consider excluding Combs from the courtroom. So like when she was explaining stuff, he was like nodding and like making gestures towards the jury, which is not legal.
Right.
So that's why that happened.
They should just put him in like a corner, like a little dunce hat, like facing into the corner and saying,
Right.
"Okay, now you get to do this for the rest of the trial. You get to look into that
Honestly.
fucking corner with a little dunce hat
That's
on."
what you get.
But isn't he
Be a
trying? Isn't he trying to get off of this thing? So
Yeah,
why
he
would you
pleaded
be
not guilty.
looking at everybody like, yeah,
Right.
it
It makes him
Well,
look guiltier. Or like, I don't know.
Right.
It's, yeah. it
I
doesn't
think
work
he's
out.
probably like, yeah, see, she's lying. She's a lying SOB.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Don't believe her. Don't believe everyone else.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
have
got
taken
the-
it that way. Like,
Dinero.
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, if he's nodding, like, agreeing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're nodding, you're agreeing.
right. Well, I mean, the moment the security guard said, "Yeah, he gave us $100K to delete that video," that
He's probably like, "Yeah, I had the money.
Sure
It's
did.
fine."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's like I'm rich.
how is
I got
no
you.
jury gonna forget that? Like, okay, one person's lying out of the 25 people that Ben talked to.
26. But yeah.
Well, she was 26, right?
She was 26.
Okay,
Witness 26, not 26-year-old.
right.
I don't think. I don't know.
Tomatoes.
I know.
Yep.
So then they brought up the next witness, Enrique Santos.
Ooh.
Enrique Santos.
And all they
got
had
it.
him up there was he's a forensic expert. He wanted to help the jurors understand aspects of Jane's upcoming
Agree.
Yes.
upcoming testimony. He said at least 2/3 of the messages on Jane's phone had been deleted, but most of it was recovered. That was all they wanted from him. Got it. Witness 28 was Jane. She was Combs' former girlfriend, using an alias to protect her privacy. She met Combs on a trip to Miami in 2020. Combs was dating her friend, and he paid for Jane to come along. When the trip ended, Combs offered her his phone number. They started dating after her friend moved on to another partner. She gets into detail where she would have prolonged sex with Combs for 12 to 15 hours, dressing in high stripper shoes and taking a bunch of drugs.
Did you just say 15 hours?
12 to 15 hours.
I mean, there had to be like breaks in between, I would assume.
That's low compared to Cassie's. It was
I know.
like 3 days.
Freak offs for
It's just
48
like
hours.
sex session.
Yeah,
Like, do they
basically.
Do they clock in and clock out? Like,
Oh.
Bro, why do you think they
Not
needed
allowed
all
to-
the baby oil?
They're not allowed to leave.
Right.
sounds exhausting.
You'd be slipping
Yeah.
and sliding.
That's why they
Gosh.
need to be on drugs.
That's it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
What's
It's like
no-
you're
No,
saying-
no normal human can do all
Right.
that for
Once
that
they
long.
were in, they weren't allowed to leave for like the 3 days or the,
Right.
for the
Yeah.
weekend, right?
Right.
So you weren't
Yeah, they
allowed
were-
to
No
leave.
Yeah.
food, no drinks,
Who has
just
No
time for
sleep.
that?
Wait, you mean on the premises or like actually
hotel.
doing
in
the
the
deed?
hotel room.
Oh, I thought John was making a joke saying, "Oh, like once you're in, you can't leave," referencing like
No,
that's what
we
I thought.
talked about that in the.
My bad. I thought you were making a sex joke. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm pretty sure people are going to start asking, like, after this is all said and done, like, they're going to book a hotel. Like, hey, was this dude in this one?
Right.
Because I would not.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
I understand things
wouldn't.
go on, but,
Mm.
like,
But all that.
like, they would have to burn that whole room down.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
And you know
They
what
would
we
have
should
to.
do? We should just
No.
go to this Beverly Hills hotel and book a room as Philip Pine and be like, wink at him.
It's like you got it stocked, right?
You're like Philip
Like,
Pine?
that wasn't my job.
You still got my card on file, right?
Wink.
Like that? Frank Black?
15 hours.
But
Who
they're
has-
gonna
who has time for
upcharge
that?
us at least $500 extra for the room cleanup
If you're-
already. So
Right.
Yeah.
you're
500? You mean like
No.
50,000?
It should
no,
be
no,
more,
15,
but
at least
it was
500. They said
500.
Yeah, $500 to $1,000 that they upcharged him.
Mm-mm.
at least.
Right.
Like per hour they had to clean it?
No,
No,
just and then
for
they would
staying
shut
there.
the room down for the day after.
But it was said that his assistants, after doing the little cleanup that they did, they would leave a huge tip
Oh,
so
I
that
believe it.
the housekeeping wouldn't report certain damages and all that shit. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, I'm
Sorry. that-
I mean, like he
He's
was
starting to get it now.
he was paying people.
Everything
know.
was covered. His bases were covered.
Yeah, he was paying people $500
In
to
oil.
like $5,000 depending on their performance during the
I don't think
freak
those
out.
numbers are right, but yes, there was a range.
You think
I thought
Diddy's
that's
richer than some of the people in actual like oil, like oil, like petroleum?
Oh, you mean, yeah, like the oil fields?
Yeah, like.
so.
yeah,
I feel like
he's-
Diddy
he's
had
more of a
enough
richer oil man.
dirt on people that he probably was richer than
Yeah, so
you
he
know.
was one
Yeah,
of
he's
the-
getting,
He was one of the richest oil men out there.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, all right.
like, literally. Yeah, he's probably getting, like, subscriptions, like,
Yeah.
paid off money every month.
Right.
Oiled weed.
Like, here, keep this secret.
Right.
right.
Here's
Mhm.
100,000.
But yes, he was richer than oil companies.
So Diddy owned the oil, and the military owns glitter.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Continue, please, and thank you.
She also mentioned Combs introduced her to new substances. I never know if I can say it or not.
Just what?
Cocaine and ketamine.
Oh, go for it.
And they would use drugs every time they saw each other. Within months of the start of the relationship, their relationship devolved to the point where 90% of the time she was having sex with other men at his request.
He was an ultimate cuck.
Oh yeah.
He defined the cuck chair.
He made the cook chair.
He
Right,
did.
right.
I didn't even think of that. Who farted?
Not me.
Not me.
Not this time.
Well, I
I've
have
been
to
smelling
say,
something a little odd.
if you smelt it, you dealt it.
If you said the rhyme, you did the crime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
You're climbing up a ladder. No.
She described the first freak off. He gave her ecstasy, and they spent about 12 hours alone watching obscene videos and flirting. Combs then asked her if she'd be willing to sleep with other men. She said yes, thinking it was just casual conversation. Shortly after this, Combs got a male escort in a hotel room in Miami, where Jane had sex with the man as Combs watched. Combs paid all her bills and rent, gave her cash and wired her funds up to $20,000. She said, I feel obligated to perform these nights with him. At one point, she wanted to start an... Oh, why did I don't know why I marked this. I guess I'll say it now. At one point, she wanted to start her OnlyFans, but Combs discouraged her. Probably because he wanted her all to himself. She also had to keep up with her appearance to please Combs.
Hold on one second.
Is that like a kit?
That's the fanny pack.
That's the fanny pack.
His fanny pack?
Oh, of drugs and money?
Hey,
Yeah.
can you
Well, that bill's rolled up like you
Save
said.
Take
that.
a screen
Right.
grab or something.
please and thank you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave this up,
You
but-
should do
Yeah.
that every time, John. Every time you show us something and we react to it. just
Well,
take a
then we
screen grab.
noticed like the money, how it's rolled up. I mean, that's like a perfect shape that he could have shoved it up his ass to hide it.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Is that what we were talking about? Or?
I just want you guys to all
What
know
I was talking about?
Yeah, we.
No,
That-
I was just like, oh, it's rolled up for Coke.
Oh.
that Darren-
that's
Oh,
smart.
sorry.
loves
Yeah.
stuff
Oh.
up asses, apparently.
He does.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, if Diddy's going to put money up
Or
his
talk
ass
about
and
it.
then take it out and
He's
not
listen,
even clean it.
Here's
if you
all
saw it in the
heels
picture,
in a row.
you probably would have saw that it was like drenched in baby oil.
Dang, damn, the amount of
Oh, Astroglide and
This-
baby oil and rubber duckies.
You see the rubber ducks in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was
Yeah,
mentioned.
there-
You remember that?
yeah.
Yeah, it was found in one of the raids or something. Yep.
There's 2 rubber ducks just back here chilling. But look at all that
Those
Astroglide.
poor toys.
Right.
I
Those
know.
Right.
poor
Uh,
fucking
they-
toys.
Those probably went up the ass.
Yeah, those, yeah.
They thought they would be in a nice. Oh my god! They thought they were going to be in a nice bath or something for.
Right. For kids. or
a kid.
Rubber
something.
ducky, yo.
So
the
innocent.
That's right.
one. You make the bath time so much fun. Okay.
Well,
anyways.
and two, hold up. So for like a Toy Story situation, if the toys are coming alive, what the
Oh,
fuck do you
dear.
think they would be thinking that like being owned by Diddy? All the shit that the toys would have saw.
Those poor toys.
I would have self-exploded if I was it.
Right.
Self-destruct.
You would have to think like, not again, not again.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck? Why are they putting that in their asses?
It would be
The
like,
eggs. The eggs.
You'd have to do a sausage party version for Diddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Diddy
That
party.
movie.
Oh.
The movie Sausage Party, but a
My
Diddy
mind
version.
went to like a whole bunch of naked guys.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit! Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
the movie
that's
Sausage
true.
Party, but like the Diddy version.
Mm.
Right, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's from the perspective of like all his toys in the
Yeah.
room and shit.
Baby oil bottles.
The ropes, the heels, the fucking bottles
Yeah,
man,
are
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
all talking to each other and shit.
That's
It's
funny.
fucking crazy.
All right. Continue, babe. Sorry.
She said they usually ran through 24 bottles of baby oil in a night.
Damn.
He
Standard.
would often require her to have sex with multiple men over the course of sex sessions that would last 24 to 30 hours. It's increased.
Literally.
Jeez.
Jeez.
What started as an open relationship quickly turned into a series of forced and paid sexual encounters.
Hmm. So basically, he was just like, you good enough, but I'd rather just watch you
So for what
take it in the butt.
You know what? I view it differently. This popped in my head. Because she said yes to sleeping with other guys, this is another abuse thing that he's probably doing. He's probably thinking like for a control thing, like, oh, you said you would sleep with other guys. Okay, now I'm going to make you sleep with other guys.
Oh yeah.
So he's still being abusive by doing that.
Oh,
it's
for
like
sure.
it's like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
What is I'm sure you talked about it, and I may have missed it while I was editing. But what is the fascination with all of the oil or the astroglide? Like what?
Well,
Like,
the
I get
Astroglide's
the
for
premise.
lubrication.
I get that.
The baby oil is because he wants the women to glisten. Is exactly.
it's a
They
fetish.
reapplied every 5 minutes.
Look,
It's a
bro,
fetish thing. It's a
So-
fetish thing.
So did he just dump it all in a bucket and just?
A
They kind
cauldron.
of
A
reapply
cauldron.
it. He didn't do
A drum.
shit.
So, do you remember the movie Twilight?
I remember the movie Taint Light.
Come on.
Stop.
I've only seen the first one. I can admit that.
Okay, so
there you go, that's
do
all
you
you
know
need.
when he
the
shows
sun, he
the sun in
sparkles.
glisten?
Ridiculous movie.
That
That's
was
what
baby
he
oil.
wanted.
Baby
It was
oil.
not.
That was
That was
baby oil.
AI.
Baby
That was
oil.
Edward
Oh,
and
Eddie.
baby oil
That was
Baby oil.
him in baby oil.
Oh my gosh.
and chemtrails.
They trying to ruin like childhoods with that. Vampires do not fucking twinkle.
Well, that's why they wore baby oil.
Baby oil.
All right. Anyways,
Well, yeah, I mean,
continue.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, right? They didn't glisten.
No,
Were they vampires?
Those are the right actors.
Or what
That was a
The
good
Diary of a
movie.
Vampire,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Twilight.
But I'm saying vampires in general.
Well, yeah,
Like, they didn't
Twilight is the
glisten.
only vampire movie to ever have anyone
Sparkle. Usually
sparkle.
they die or something in
Yeah.
the sun, right?
Yay.
Yeah, these are the ones
Yeah,
that
these guys. It's because they wore baby oil.
Well, I mean, Tom Cruise didn't.
I mean, Tom Cruise probably did too.
What
He
movie is
just-
that?
The
Diary of a Vampire.
Diary of a Vampire, yeah.
Here-
Oh, you said that.
Vampire
I think
Slayer,
it's-
right?
No,
No, just vampire.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. That's what you're talking about.
Oh.
No,
It's an older one. I think it was in the 90s.
Yeah,
It came
it is
out.
back there,
Was
yeah.
it
Because
like
Reese Witherspoon
Interview
was in
with
it
a
too.
Vampire?
Oh.
They turned her because
Vampire?
who was
Yeah.
infatuated with her?
Well, Tom Cruise character turned her into a vampire because he was trying to corrupt the Brad Pitt character because he was saying, okay, she's not old enough to be a vampire, so you're going to have to kill her now. So then he was basically
Because she
making
knows too much?
no, because I mean, when you're that young, because this is like her when she was a kid.
Mhm.
So per the vampire code, I guess you're not supposed to turn like children
Children.
into vampires.
Yeah.
But he was basically saying, here's the option. You either let her live and be a part of our crew or you kill her. So he was just like a corruption thing, like
Yeah.
a control method for,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
the
It's a good movie.
So the
Tom
movie-
Cruise
the,
wanted the control.
the movie is called Interview with a Vampire.
Interview. Diary.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Sounds like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, you know?
Yeah,
I was thinking Diary of Anne Frank, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I know. That's what I was like.
Are you
we
okay
know
over there?
this.
I know, right? Yeah, hell, yeah, just being deaf, dumb, and blind. Hell yeah.
that's Helen Keller, bro.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't dumb either.
Tomatoes,
she was
tomatoes.
definitely
She was
Okay.
all those
It
things
is
and still managed to
100%
write a
different.
diary.
Right.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
All right.
But thank you
Continue.
for fixing that.
What?
Oh,
Not Diary.
Oh, yeah.
Interview with a Vampire.
94, by the
I think
way.
we were screwing it up because wasn't there an HBO show like called Vampire
Yeah,
Diaries?
yeah, Vampire
That's
Diaries, yeah.
what
Yeah,
it
What
was.
that? Yep.
Yeah,
I thought there was a Diary of a Vampire Slayer for some
Maybe.
reason.
I think there is. I think it's a book.
Okay.
John.
Anyways,
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
can we
Okay.
continue on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
We're on the last day.
Bow.
Friday.
Oh.
Yesterday.
All right, good. We'll talk about the last day, then we'll go back to the vampires.
That's
All right,
fine.
sounds
While
good.
he looks it up.
All right. So Jane is back on the stand. She says on multiple occasions she asked the male prostitutes to wear condoms, but eventually stopped trying because Combs preferred her to have unprotected sex. And they actually showed a video of this incident. It was like a clip from one of the freak-offs that he was like, no, you can't wear that. No, don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. And all those videos were only played for the witness, judge, and I don't think the courtroom saw it.
Oh, just like did the jury? Because I
I
feel like.
think they only heard audio.
Oh, okay.
Like the one guy on the jury, it's like, no, I need to see it.
Right.
I
I
need
mean,
to see
it was
it.
a freak off video, so like, if
Right. True that.
I don't,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
No.
So, she read a text out loud from 2023 that showed she pleaded with Combs to stop having freak offs, which he replied, "Girl, stop." Because I didn't put all the details, but she was just like spitting off all the stuff, like I can't do this, and da 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 da. And he's just like, girl, stop. That's all he said. Relentless. In 2023, she was concerned. I don't remember. See, this is what happens when I highlight the notes while we're talking. I don't remember highlighting this. She was concerned with his health at one point. Got him to promise to take a month off of drugs. He agreed if they could have one last sobriety party. They got a hotel room where Jane struggled to perform sex acts for 12 to 18 hours sober. After having sex with 2 male escorts, she started throwing up. When she told Combs she just threw up, he said, "That's good. You'll get better. Let's go. The next guy's here. The third guy." That's quotations.
Damn. He said,
Cool.
"Get right back on the saddle."
Perf.
Oh my god.
No, I know. I don't know. That's probably one of the charges, but yeah, he should really be put on charge because that's just endangering like society. Because sexual diseases and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, where are you going with society on this?
But that's what I'm saying. That's just
He's spreading
endangerment to
diseases.
society from like a health perspective, personally. So
True that.
like,
You're
I'm not
right.
saying if you want to have sex, but if you're having like sex with that many different people,
Right.
like just with anybody in general, okay, that's just a public health crisis waiting to happen. So let's just
Right.
try to not do that.
Do you
Yeah.
think that they got tested?
Probably not.
I don't know.
We haven't heard it in the trial yet, so
That's true.
Yeah,
but that
it's
doesn't
never
mean
been
that
mentioned.
they probably didn't.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I mean, they're prostitutes. Do they take regular tests? I don't know.
I mean,
Does it depend on their pimp? I don't know. I don't know that word.
well, I don't know if a male escort's really being pimped out as much as a female.
So I found two
Sexist.
things where it's a text message and a vacation thing.
Hold up, John. 1 second. That's not sexist. A guy can take care of themselves. So then the pimp is supposed to rescue the.
I don't think they care about their hoes.
No, they
do.
really.
If the hoe's in trouble,
they find the work for them.
Well,
don't
yeah.
they?
If they're
the
in
hoe-
trouble,
Their money.
if they're in trouble, the pimp is gonna come pimp slap some bitches for
Okay,
him.
fine.
well, yeah, because it's his money.
yeah.
Especially
Right,
But they don't
but he
care
still
about
he still gives them the protection.
especially if that's his bottom
It's-
bitch.
Right. Thank you, John.
Right. Sex workers.
Well, yeah, but we're just saying that the pimp is going to protect where a male escort doesn't
might
really
need
need
protection.
the.
Bro, people
maybe.
got guns, knives.
Well, I feel like you were going to naturally
Eggs.
protect your highest
Eggs.
earner.
Eggs.
All right, what were you gonna say, John?
So I found this thing where it says a text message between Diddy and her describing a feeling as mistreated and needing a breather and a break from Combs. Jane described feeling heartbroken and so cheap after Combs showed off a new dating relationship with another woman shortly after participating in a hotel night on her birthday,
Damn.
where Combs sprung up the encounter on her with 3 other men. She testified, "I don't want these things with you on my birthday, but I wanted to make sure you had a good time." Jane wrote in a text message to Combs and read out loud, "I feel so cheap once again." And then there's this one that says, after her birthday, they went to Miami on a trip together for a birthday makeup trip. Combs planned a night and to have fun at the airport. Jane testified he wanted a hotel night. Jane said she wanted the trip just to be 2 of them. After the first day on the island alone, Jane recalled the 2 men that normally join them for their hotel nights are suddenly on their way there. And then they were there the next night and stayed for a whole night.
But it doesn't say
Mhm.
that they did anything.
Well, yeah,
Oh, she did.
They met the man in the hotel room and stayed for sexual encounters until the next night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now,
I do have that too.
with that being said, though, is the escorts themselves, I mean, I don't know. If they knew, like, there wasn't, like, consensual, like, she didn't want to, I mean, do you think they should be brought up on charges? Because realistically, if, let's just say she said, I don't feel like doing this, and then they still did it, I mean, technically, I think they should be brought up on charges for
Those
that,
were
because they
text
could have just,
messages.
like, walked away.
So those were, he said text messages. If she told the escorts, hey guys, I don't want to do this, then yes, I would absolutely agree with you
But
that,
she probably did it for Combs
yeah, but she probably ended
and to
up,
protect herself from Combs.
Right.
So that's a fine line, I guess you could say,
Because if those are the same guys, because then again, it's like how much did those guys know? Because if those were like regular guys that were coming in,
Right.
I mean, enough times they had to have known something was going on that wasn't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but maybe she never said nothing. But depending on how many times they were, hooking up with Cassie or whatever, I mean, I don't know. I just maybe she never said nothing.
Yeah,
but
for Cassie, one of the escorts was saying like he didn't see any of the violence. He didn't see any of the abuse. Like the only thing the escort saw was a husband watching
A wife get banged.
Okay, so they were
Cucking.
high. Okay,
Yeah.
Cucking.
Yeah. So
Because that documentary I watched, they asked one of the guys, they're like, "Did you ever see her take any drugs?" He's like, "No." "Did you ever think she was under the influence?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Do you feel like she was in control the whole time?" And he's like, "I wouldn't say that."
Right.
yeah.
Because like you could think the husband's in control, but if she's not looking intoxicated or anything like that, you're not going to think anything of it, I guess.
Wow. So, yep, John already hit on this point. She was expecting one-on-one time for her birthday, but after their dinner date, he brung in escorts one after another. She would develop urinary tract infections or yeast infections after almost every freak-off, like someone else said. Was that Cassie?
Cassie. I think the baby oil, because it messes up your guys' pH levels.
Oh, look how much you...
Good job.
Yay! She would sometimes even be forced into another freak-off before she was completely better, which is obviously painful. And then this is the other one John mentioned. After trying to distance herself from Combs, he would text and call her, have his butler and assistant reach out to her. He eventually sent a text message that promised a lavish trip, which she agreed to. Shortly after arriving, he seemed bored and invited a male escort and personal trainer to join him.
So the next trip, she still had to do a freak off.
Yeah. Every time he promises her a one-on-one, it's like, nah, just kidding. That's not what I want. Pretty much.
Changed my mind.
Yeah. And then Combs was planning an all-star party. It was a freak-off, but with multiple men and for a longer time. She had asked him for money to help buy furniture, but added she didn't want to participate in the all-star party. He responded with a series of insults and eventually told her... she eventually told him she would not attend because of her period. He said, "Don't stress me about money ever again." And that's where it ended.
Dang.
Cliffhanger.
Right. Dun, dun,
Yep,
dun.
yep.
Butt stuff.
I mean, that's what I send money for.
Yeah. No, for real though. Every time he cash apps me, it says butt stuff. So I start cash apping him back money and say butt stuff or butter stuff.
Perfect.
Butter stuff.
They require a memo now.
Right.
Oh. I like
So-
the
For
emojis.
Not PayPal. What is it? You said Venmo?
Cash app.
Cash App.
Yeah. I don't use anything other than Cash App.
Not an official sponsor.
No, not at all.
Bleep it out. Just kidding.
Cut that out,
The
Jason.
only
Okay.
Right. The only sponsor that I really want is that down there. I'm not going to say
Honestly,
Hardwood flooring.
yes, but because
that's what we drink
right.
a lot.
Oh, RB
Okay.
energy drink.
Oh, okay.
So
Shit that helps you fly.
right.
Yep.
Oh,
But doesn't.
Well, no,
Don't do it.
Don't do
Penguins.
it because they did have a lawsuit
I
against them on
know.
that.
So that not
Someone-
penguins.
They add extra eyes to wings because someone was actually thinking they were going to get wings.
Oh my god.
You hear about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
dude,
crazy.
dude. And he won because he was like, "Well, you guys never had a disclaimer that it didn't give you wings."
Right.
Jumped off like if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, and we can have John look it up. But I'm pretty sure he jumped off his the top of his house, the roof,
Oh no.
thinking that he had after he chugged one
That's
or something.
ridiculous.
2-story or just like a single ranch?
I couldn't tell you, but I'm pretty sure he
John?
broke both legs.
John.
Just look up RB's lawsuit for wings.
Killed.
Oh, okay, he died.
Or did it happen more than once?
But with that though, I mean,
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait, so who sued?
if I was a judge, I would just be out like, you know what, get the hell out.
All right,
Like,
You're an
I'll-
idiot.
You're not suing nobody. Just get the fuck out.
I'll read it. It says a 23-year-old man, Jacob Andrews, was killed yesterday after he jumped out the window of his 6th floor apartment in Carlson, Ohio.
Even
Idaho.
worse.
According to his friends, Andrew had drank an entire case of energy drink. Can I say it? RB.
Yeah.
Mistakenly thought the beverage would give him actual literal wings.
Whole case.
He probably like went out of his mind after like the
like a sugar coma.
After
I don't know
4.
what that happens.
So this is
and
the
he
guy,
like literally like oh
I'm gonna fly,
right.
the guy.
See, yeah.
The guys in quotes. It said we'd been drinking vodka RBs for like 5 or 6 hours. Said Andrew's friend Miles after Jacob began talking about how he could fly. The commercials promised him wings, and then he jumped out the window and he'd be okay. We tried to explain to him it was just a commercial. They weren't being literal. He's always a stupid drunk.
So it sounds like the vodka killed him, not RB.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
And-
But they still won the lawsuit. I think his family sued them and won because the commercial states that it gives you wings,
and it shows that you.
and
get
you
wings.
it shows that you get the wings.
but it's cartoons.
Yeah.
Well,
but they never gave a
it
disclaimer.
wasn't cartoons either. Didn't they do some that weren't?
I
It
don't
was like
remember any
actual
that
real
weren't-
people or
I don't
something.
remember any
Dude,
real
all I
people.
know is common sense went out the window.
100%.
Well, alcohol was involved.
Literally it says Andrews apparently downed one last can of energy drink and leapt through the window. And then it says quote in quotes. Funny thing is, Jacob didn't even open the window. He smashed right through the glass too.
Gosh.
Oh my
He said
gosh.
even if the 6-story drop didn't kill him, he would be pretty messed up from jumping through the double paned glass.
I'd say just from drinking the whole case, he'd be
Wow.
in some trouble.
Yeah, you can only have a certain amount of caffeine before your heart explodes.
Yeah.
Right.
Vodka RBs for 5 to 6 hours straight.
Well, yeah,
Dude,
if
I'm
he had
telling
vodka
you.
too.
Those go down like smooth
That's what
as
I mean.
butter.
He's just killing them.
Yeah.
He got you a case of Red Bull and
Yeah. No,
Does
you're
it-
good. You're good.
Does it alcohol lower your heart rate too? Does or is it?
It's I think it lowers your blood. No, I think it raises.
How didn't he not have a heart attack?
Well, he was 23.
Maybe he did while he
True.
was falling, which actually would have been a saving
And the
grace.
adrenaline, the
Died before
adrenaline
you
going
hit.
through his.
So
he may have
like,
died
I
before he
want
even
to
hit the
make
ground.
That's what
this
I'm
very
saying,
clear.
That's
Even though
so
we're
terrifying.
laughing, it's
It's
still
not funny.
It's still a sad situation for someone to end up
Dude.
doing.
It's the way we process.
Right. Oh, dude, my son got hurt, and I just started laughing so hard because,
Well, that's good because otherwise he'll freak out.
Oh
right.
yeah, you want to do that,
Dude, I laugh.
That's why I can't
so
be around when he's
hard.
hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Oh
a mom,
my
so that's how it goes.
Give me.
Oh my gosh,
So
though.
alcohol can affect your blood clotting process.
Blood clotting
Because
process.
it thins your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why you're not supposed to take like
Oh.
aspirin and Tylenol after for a hangover
Oh,
because
yeah.
it thins your blood even more.
Right. So alcohol thins your blood, and then the energy drink pumps it faster.
I mean, kind
oh
of.
my
It thins
gosh.
your blood, and then you put energy drink like straight to your heart. So you
Right.
Like fucking shotgunning Red Bull to your heart.
Right.
Yeesh.
Dude, yeah. It's sad that happened, but that's why they changed their commercials and go gives you wings.
The more you know. So,
Yeah.
That's probably why they
Yeah.
put out the penguin one, where it's like we can't drink it here. It doesn't give us wings. It doesn't work for us.
Something
Oh
probably.
yeah, I remember seeing
awesome.
What was it? There was another one that got another energy drink or something that got sued for wrong advertisement, and it was like common sense again.
that.
Doesn't help.
Was it Four Locos?
No. Four Locos
Four
was
Locos.
they didn't
The original
tell you
formula.
Oh, maybe it was a cocaine one. The one that actually had cocaine in it. Cocaine.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, cocaine.
Yeah,
energy
No,
drink.
Oh,
cocaine.
it-
and
Like it literally had
remember?
cocaine in
Cocaine
it?
energy drink. Yeah, that was a really good ass energy drink.
Dude, that I'm 90% positive
I was
that
too
it
young
really
when
had.
that was around.
No.
I don't remember that.
Backtrack. Did you actually drink it?
Yeah.
Did you-
Yeah. But I don't know. Was it actually confirmed there was cocaine?
John,
No.
I know
Look that up.
Coca-Cola had cocaine way back in the
Yeah,
day.
back
Can you look
was
up
it a cocaine energy drink? Like
Yeah,
it was
it's called
yeah,
cocaine.
called cocaine energy
The
drink.
Little John one?
I don't know.
Little
Can you
John.
look up?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Little John had his own energy drink. It was called cocaine, and it legitimately had like cocaine in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Lil
Are you
John.
serious?
Yeah,
I'm thinking you said
But
Little John. Did you
the
not?
ones,
Little John.
the ones I'm
Little
talking
John.
about.
Sorry.
It makes a difference in my head.
I don't know how true the cocaine thing is. It's possible, but it did actually taste like really good. But then at some point they changed the flavoring on it, so it had like more of like a cinnamon taste, and it just tastes like garbage.
Well, because they had to
They
take
took
the
out the
cocaine.
cocaine.
Yeah.
No, there was a distinct different flavor though. It was
Well, I
way
remember.
different.
I remember the first time I had one of those. I just felt like I could fly.
There you go.
I was super energetic, and then they changed something in it, and I didn't like it anymore. I don't even know if it
They
was a
probably
flavor.
had to take out
I think it
other
was.
ingredients that were dangerous, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Which changed the flavor.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time you open that, it smells like somebody burped Monster
Oh,
Oh.
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 trucks.
Andrew.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I don't care.
I
was
thought
just.
that because I name brand something.
Oh no, I was just saying it because I mentioned about being sponsored.
Oh, got it.
So I wanted.
But
to
you're
not-
because of
yeah. Where you're saying it is, I don't care because I don't want to be sponsored by them.
Okay, all right, my bad. So cocaine was created by Jamie Kirby. Little John had the drink called Crunk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. I
but can
remember
you
that.
see
Makes sense.
if the cocaine actually had cocaine in it at one point?
How were they able to even call it cocaine?
How were they able to get it past the FDA? So they had to
Who
like
said- I don't think it was past the FDA. Like, there's like supplements out there that you can get that isn't FDA approved or
Yeah.
tested.
That's true.
so they put just pure Adderall in it. Is that what's going on?
I mean, they could have put something in it that gave you the boost of energy, but I swear it was a different type of energy drink I've ever had.
Well, I mean, if we got
Cocaine.
some other methods to
Jeez.
get me some Adderall feeling, then let me know what it is because
It's
I love being on it.
It's called life.
It's called life.
the name cocaine was deliberately chosen for its potential to be controversial and attention grabbing, according to Kirby. He even stated that a psychological effect occurs when someone sees the name, generating a buzz before they even open the can.
Oh.
However, the drink does not actually contain cocaine.
Did it contain cacao the leaves? You know how Coca-Cola still has the leaves in
Yeah,
it?
the coca leaves.
Yeah, the coca leaves.
Then they try it out, put gasoline in it, and God knows what
No,
else.
that's how you make cocaine.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, ain't that what we're talking about?
No, we're talking about
The actual leaf.
the actual leaf, yeah. But I could be completely wrong on that. That was a good
idea.
week though. Do you think this is going to go much longer, or do you
Yeah.
think that it's going to
They'll
be
probably drag it on.
Yeah, they're gonna push it out as long as they can.
It seems like Jane is just as good of a witness as Cassie, at least in like proving
like,
racketeering and sex traffic and stuff.
and there's probably more out there.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's crazy though that you can get immunity to rat on one person, you know? Like, yeah, I'll talk, but you can't put me in jail for talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
It's if they want the information, they'll do it.
They're
If
like,
your
"Oh, hell
crime
yeah."
wasn't as big as
right.
the main crime,
That's true, but I feel like
But like what Darren was saying, they should do some like physical labor to
Yeah, like some community service. It's
some-
all like,
do
you
some
know.
time without going to jail.
right? Yeah,
or
yeah.
you can go to jail on the weekends.
yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
There's
If you're
Who?
like
I have a story if you want me to tell
Ooh,
you.
yeah.
I was gonna say anyone that isn't like if you went to jail for something petty and it's not petty and it's not that bad of a crime and you as a person never had a record before, you're really good with the community and everything like that, your jail time can be served on the weekends. And then it just so if you're supposed to be in jail for 180 days,
It
however
would
many.
just take a lot longer.
Yeah, you'd have to clock in at like, let's say 8:00 on a Friday night, and then you get released Monday morning and stuff like that.
What's your story?
Well, first, do you want the story on?
I don't know the guy's name.
Okay, perfect.
Ashley worked with him,
Okay.
and it was like a DUI. I might be wrong of the crime, but from what I heard, it was like a drunk driving thing, and he ran from the cops.
Ooh.
And his sentence was like, yeah, he was going to do time, but he was the only one working. So they struck it. I don't know how they struck a deal, but he would get dropped off at work Monday mornings. He would work his shift. He'd get picked up and go back to jail.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And then on the weekends, he would just stay. Yeah,
That's crazy.
because he was the only one working. He had a family, but I think it was like his second or third. I can't remember.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Wow. Interesting.
But
I
she
had
told me
no
about it.
idea.
I was just like, "There's no way." And she's
Right.
like, "No, what are you doing?"
I didn't know they did that.
yeah.
I mean,
you like
every
there's
circumstance. is
Yeah, it's
different,
called
I
like
guess,
work
so-
release.
yeah.
Mhm.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Work release. Yep.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Yo.
what you got?
So it says, while RB is considered the pioneer of energy drinks, cocaine didn't mind stepping on a few toes on their way to biggest claim. They are 350% stronger than Red Bull, with a whopping 280 milligrams of caffeine in an 8.4 ounce can. Red Bull has 68 milligrams of caffeine in the same size drink.
Jeez.
I love how you put RB at the start and then you just said
That's
Red
it.
Bull.
Yeah, okay, at this
Yeah.
point, bro, like the numbers are outstanding.
And that's
my
probably
cow.
why I felt like it had cocaine in it with the amount of caffeine.
And
For real?
they were back on the market in 2019, but only in select countries.
I was gonna say, yeah, they weren't. I don't think they're allowed
Jeez.
here anymore.
Well, isn't Rain like 250 milligrams of caffeine?
Yeah, but that you got to look at it as a bigger can.
It is, yeah.
So I think even like the bigger Red Bull cans have more caffeine because they got more
Well, yeah.
liquid in it, so
Yeah.
it has more. I want to say Rockstar or Nos is up there too with milligrams on like 240 or something like that.
So,
but
Yeah.
they're in a 20.
12-ounce can of Red Bull is 111.
Okay, what about
Rockstar and Nos.
yeah,
And Rain.
Rain?
Oh my
Rain, I
gosh,
think also
dude.
Just get a
Rain
list of all these.
Before I
things.
started taking like
Adderall.
Adderall. Yeah, thank you.
160 on the Rockstars.
Only 160?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take Rain and their it was the creamsicle.
Yeah, you know those are pre-workouts, right?
Yep, loved them. Loved
Love
them.
'em.
I would grab one, right in the morning at work. And
Rain 300
so-
milligrams per 16.
Yeah.
Rain?
Yeah.
Okay, I was off. Yeah, 300.
Ooh.
No, yeah, I know.
That's
I
like-
used to
well-
drink those
so
too.
good.
It's more volume, but that's around what the cocaine was, right?
No, cocaine was 280 for 8 ounce.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So if you drank 2 of those, which would almost equate to the 20 ounce,
That'd be double.
yeah, it'd be like 560.
And then Nas caffeine, 12-ounce can, 80 milligrams. 16-ounce can, 160.
Wow.
Pull out your NOS right now. I swear I
We
thought
do
those
not
say
drink Nos here.
240.
Oh, if it's a 240, it's a 24 ounce.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
Thank
goes
you.
it goes up by like 12
Oh.
ounce, 80, 16, 160, 20 is 200, 24 is 240.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read
Wait.
the first couple.
You're telling me Rain has a
You're
12
ready.
ounce at 300 milligrams?
No, this is Nas.
No, I'm talking about Rain. You went.
Oh, Rain?
yeah. You
Rain,
said
Rain 16 ounce.
at 300. Maybe I
This
should.
stuff was good.
Well, yeah. Well,
Which I didn't know. Thank you for teaching me something.
And then
Yeah,
original
dude,
I don't drink
Rockstar
'em.
is 160.
the Ghost. Have you seen the Ghost
Yeah.
ones? Those are pre-workouts as well.
I never tried those.
Cool.
Aren't those like sour?
I think
those are
a
good.
lot of the flavors are.
They're
good.
like the same.
John's over there just trying, like, slow down.
Oh,
you try.
pre-workout.
Next,
When we go to the gas station next time,
you gonna show me?
I'll show you all of them because they have all the pre-workouts there. But
200.
200. That's it.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, so pre-workout. What's the purpose of drinking like an energy drink before you're going to work out then?
So you have energy.
Just like the carbohydrates in there?
Be super
No,
psyched.
no. It's
See,
literally for the energy.
'cause
like
with
You have a
energy-
different look
Well,
of it
like-
because
Yeah, you think
Because
of
my health
carbohydrates.
condition that I gotta look at it differently though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause you guys can just chug this shit and be all like that though. Me, I chug this shit. I'm like, okay, blood sugar's 500. I'm feeling like I'm fucking.
I've watched you chug a 24-ounce Nas in like 3 minutes, bro. Don't
play
tell
with-
me
don't
about.
play with our emotions.
On top of that,
But he
hold
knows
up.
how to
On top of
control
that- on top of that, the
Well,
rain
he tells his
and
body.
stuff like that don't have sugars in it.
Okay.
We'll
So
release-
carbohydrates though.
When we release this episode, we'll post a video of you chugging that Nas.
Yes. But I base my insulin doses off of carbohydrates.
Well, wouldn't sugars be your carbs?
Yeah.
But there's
part of it,
there's
right, right.
there's different sugars and stuff in there that I don't know that
Can you
would
pull
add
up-
up.
All sugars are carbs, aren't they? Right?
I would think, but I don't know. I'm not a.
I
Maybe
guess
they're
I'm not a
physicists.
diabetic, so I don't
What do you want to
know
pull up?
the carbohydrates in the pre-workouts. But anyways, it's for the caffeine, so you got the boost of energy.
All
Because
sugars
it's
are
like
carbohydrates.
it's like
by
not
the
a
way.
bad thing having high blood sugars and going to the gym, but that's where I'm going to sweat my ass off, like you've seen before. Like I'm going to be sweating like a
What did you want me to
motherfucker.
look up? All sugars are carbohydrates.
I knew that.
Okay.
How much carbohydrates are in pre-workout?
or like
Well,
what
that's probably by
ingredients in
brand,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do rain, energy drinks, carbohydrates.
Because like on mine, it's just like for every 5 carbs, I'll give a 1 unit of insulin.
Okay.
Hmm.
See, I never thought about that. And for you, I guess, because, yeah,
Because you don't have it.
I don't have it, so, you know.
Yes, don't have it.
But,
You said you wanted the pre-workout?
yeah.
So you're healthy.
No, I'm not healthy. I got heart problems, bro. I'm not supposed to be having caffeine,
All right.
but I have it.
I got it. Rain Energy
Has zero
contains low carbohydrates with 3 grams.
Like me.
So you'd have to give yourself 3 units for 3 grams?
No,
No, you
if
said
it's-
5 grams.
Yeah, so something like that, I wouldn't give no insulin, but then it depends on the serving sizes too. So if 1 can is 1 serving size,
It's 3 grams for 16 ounces.
So yeah.
so I wouldn't even give any insulin for that.
No,
so
you wouldn't.
You'd be
Wow.
fine.
Cool.
See?
Now
You
you
should
know.
try rain next time.
There you go.
Right.
Now there
The
are
creamsicle.
different pre-workouts out there, bro. There's some that give you like the tingly feeling.
Oh yeah, it
Those-
makes you just want to move.
Isn't
Yeah.
that like
I do
Celsius?
good on those.
Doesn't Celsius?
Oh,
have
I-
that?
sissy drink?
I've never
I've
had
never
Celsius.
had Celsius.
I heard that one's bad for you.
What's the
Oh,
one with the
100%.
skull?
That is I want to
Cursed?
say curse. Yeah, curse.
Yes, that I like that one.
That one
It
is the
gives you
one that gives
tingles,
you the
but it
tingles.
just it really makes you want to just move.
Yeah, because as you move, the tingles slow down.
Yeah, it's
So-
almost
I'll just take a fucking Adderall later than I normally do, and then that'll be my pre-workout.
But what I'm getting at is like if you want something that gives you like a like a Addy pre-workout, bro.
Yeah, it's
try some
put some-
pre-workout.
Caffeine in you.
Like I know my brother when he would not have his prescription back in the day, he would drink a lot of Mountain Dew, and it would kind of give him the same effect as what Adderall would do.
Well, I was taking handfuls of caffeine pills when I
Mike,
didn't have my.
Correct me on that when you listen to this, please.
No,
Comment on it, please. I'm looking at you, bro.
But when I couldn't get my pills for a while, I was just taking like handfuls of caffeine pills. I didn't think they worked out very good.
Well, you gotta dose it right.
Yeah, so
I don't know
you got to
what-
find what's acceptable for your body to actually take it in.
Right. Like
Okay.
I know like for me when we would get like the curse, I would take a scoop and a half. That would be like perf for me. I love it.
I was taking like between 3 to 5 pills every time. Like,
800 milligram ones?
Damn, bro.
I don't know what the hell they were. I just know.
Isn't that
I don't know what
Wow.
they were. I just popped them.
I normally just
Are
smash
you
an
even
energy
here right now?
like,
Right.
I'll smash a pre-workout and take a couple like rips and then go in. Like, damn, Darren.
Darren be
Well-
like candy? Ha, 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 ha.
Well, there was a moment I did feel like I woke up.
Darren's out in the parking lot flipping over cars and shit. We ain't even made it inside the gym.
Darren's
This is a great workout for me.
Let's go.
Gee.
Pretty much.
Fucking 5. Damn, bro. I'm surprised I'm surprised you don't have heart problems.
Yeah. Why is
You
your
know-
heart not imploded?
I probably do have organ problems just because having a diabetes since I was 1 year old. So I probably do got like fucked up organs.
Well,
When's the
just
last time
because
you
of
went to the
that.
doctor?
he goes every
Jeez.
6 months.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
You get like a full
Like a
workup?
dentist?
You never ask a guy
Basically.
that.
Well, he has to.
What?
You
Yeah.
never ask a guy when they go to the doctors because we don't go to the doctor.
He has
Well, I
to.
do.
I
Yeah,
know, but
so-
like in
Okay.
normal general rules,
Right.
never, like we don't ask like
Just like you don't ask a woman's
woman
age.
or her
No.
weight.
Right,
When
right,
you-
yeah.
that's
It's,
true.
it's
That's
like,
not
don't
really a thing
patronize me,
anymore,
Kayla.
though.
Now, how old
You
are
don't
you?
ask age or weight.
What?
You?
I said, don't patronize me. Now, how old are you?
I don't remember.
Don't remember.
You go to your diabetes doctors twice a
Yes.
year, right?
Endocrinologist, yeah.
And they check your feet every time, right?
Yeah. They do like a little poke thing, and then just for feeling, just to see just the
Still
level
have
of feeling
nerves.
you
Because
got.
when you're diabetic, all your sugars come out of your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did
No,
you know
but,
that?
Yeah.
No, but it's because like you got like poor circulation in your hands and feet. So that's like another reason too. You always have to take care of your feet specifically because if you get like bad cuts or whatever,
They get
sometimes they
infected.
can get
Yeah.
infected.
Gangrene?
And
Oh,
Is that what it
geez.
is?
yep. So you're more susceptible to having like amputations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff like
that's
that.
what happened to my aunt,
Mm.
and she didn't do it.
Did you ever confirm if her other leg was gone?
I have not,
I'm
but
so
we
curious
can.
about that.
You want me to make a phone call right now on live?
You
Call
can just
my mom?
probably text her.
Well, yeah, and then ask
I
her
don't
if
know,
she
she'll
remembers
respond.
Andrew.
Oh, God.
Oh, she does. They all do.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
you still
they
got your
laugh about
leg,
that.
by the way?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
She'd
my
ask,
aunt.
he'd ask his mom.
I'd
got
go
it,
to my
got
mom. Because I haven't talked to my aunt.
Well, she moved, didn't she?
Yeah, she's down in Saginaw.
Oh, still in Michigan?
Sausage tuck?
Sausage
She was
tuck.
supposed to move down to Florida at some point,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know if she actually did. I think she might live with John, my grandma's ex,
What?
I could
Widow.
be-
Your grandma's widow.
my grandma's widow. Well, they weren't married, so
No, but I don't know.
how would you, you know?
I mean, they didn't break up. She passed.
This is true. This is true.
I don't know. Logistics.
You know, the best thing about that is every time I say, "Damn it, John," I think of my grandma because that's
Do you
what she
really?
yeah, because that's what she used to say
Aw.
to John all the time. Damn it,
Yeah.
John.
Mm.
That's cute.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you
Well, they lived with you guys for a long time.
right. You went to her funeral, didn't you?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't remember anyone
don't
saying,
re-
damn it, John.
You don't remember David's speech at the
No.
end? He said, "Damn it, John." That was her favorite thing to say.
I mean, I never got invited, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
Darren
I think I
don't
was
think you
dealing
would
with
want
Liam, wasn't I?
and my grandma's? That would be my
Yeah.
Aunt Dana's
Or your grandpa's?
or my
Or
grandpa's.
both?
Or both. Probably both. But my grandma passed before we were even married. No, after.
No, it was after.
Shortly
She
after
was
we
at
got
the
married.
wedding.
Yeah. What, John?
Oh, I worked at Walmart with a guy who had got gout and lost 2 of his toes. I was reading what it was.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be a sad day. The day you come on the podcast and say, "Hey guys, I gotta lose my foot tomorrow."
It's never going to happen.
did you just hear what he said? He said, "When the day
Right,
comes,"
yeah.
saying it will
Wow.
happen.
Yeah, sooner
He has
than
no
later.
faith in you, Darren.
I think at
Right.
that point, if it does happen, though, you should make it like a cast mold out of it.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Make it into a cup.
maybe it's a
The glass
suggestion
case,
for
a see-through glass case, right?
Yeah, you could do that too.
maybe he's trying
Epoxy.
to call you out and say you need to eat less candy.
Right? Yeah. What
Darren-
the fuck?
Trying to be a good friend.
Look, man,
Thank you.
I love you. And
I
I
know,
want
I
you
know.
to I want you to have both your feet for a very, very long time. But you have a sweet tooth just like me.
We want you on your
Danger.
defeat.
So I just want to let you know that yes, I think the day will happen.
He's expecting it.
maybe 30 years from now, you know, when you're like 60 and you don't need a foot.
You know,
I don't know.
You're 60.
You don't need a
If
foot
I
once you
live
hit
past
60.
50.
Dude,
If
you-
I live past 50.
see,
next
You-
next
you-
podcast, come with your pant leg rolled up and tacked up like you're missing a foot.
Oh
and
my
shit.
gosh.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
don't tell anybody.
Like fuck you, Kevin. Yeah,
Next time-
don't tell anybody until the day of the podcast.
next
Yes.
next
Yeah.
time you get
Like,
to put your
oh.
feet on the table again, it better be a stub.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
just kidding.
but like I said, you can't tell us until the day of the podcast. Like if it happens on a Monday, you have to hold it all until Saturday.
Yeah,
Don't
I'll keep
tell
it a surprise.
anybody.
Yeah,
I don't think you'd be recovered by then.
it
I'd
doesn't
still be in the
matter.
hospital,
He
Saturday,
doesn't have a choice.
when he has
Oh, you
to
better be out of the
It's
hospital.
podcast
Right.
day.
Yeah.
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 That's all.
Or we're coming to you.
exactly.
There you go.
There you
Cauterize
go.
that boy and then get over here.
Right.
Put some dirt in it.
Yep.
We got plenty of dirt.
Yeah, dude, we
We
got
do.
you.
All right, guys. Hell yeah. Plan. That's a plan.
It's a plan.
We'll roll them
Goodness.
around outside for a
So
little
he
bit.
said 50. I'm gonna say you're gonna make it till 90, bro.
Oh.
Your stubborn
Yeah.
ass is gonna
You
put you
got
to
it.
90,
How old are you
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Darren?
and you're gonna lose a toe at 89.
At 89.
How old are you now, Darren?
Write this
32.
prophecy down.
32? I'm going to do like Price is Right. I'm going to say 33.
All right, 33.
Oh my gosh.
I think that'll work. That'll work.
700. 701.
701.
He said you're gonna. So I guess we got what, less than 3 months with you?
Can I take like
Yeah, basically,
32 and
6
a
months?
half? Yeah, 6 months.
All right.
32 and a half or 33?
32.5.
32.5.
So
I got
here's the thing.
33.
He's already past that. He's gonna be 33 in
Oh, sorry,
ne-
32.5.
in 2 months.
You lost.
Dang. So yeah, we're gonna have multiple birthdays
Out of
come
the
up
game
on this.
before you were even in it, Jason.
Hey, depending on what
Ooh.
hospital you go to, you might get some pretty good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few hospitals.
Yeah,
that do.
there's diabetic ones.
Oh yeah.
He's diabetic. They're not gonna give him anything.
You should
good.
ask to keep your foot.
Right. It's like go to the nurse. It's all like, look, I'm diabetic. I don't have a gluten allergy. Give me the good shit.
Right. Uh,
When we were, I don't know which
I'm not allergic
which
to
child it
taste.
was, but it was either Spencer or Cade, and I went down to the cafeteria and they had like a pizza oven. I was so stoked. I got pizza. It was gluten free.
Oh, all of it?
It
So-
was horrible.
Here's the thing.
That's
There are
sad.
some good gluten-free stuff.
True, but this was a hospital one, and
Hospital gluten-free pizza.
Wait, Kevin, I thought you said you don't paint your nails.
I don't paint my nails.
Well, you're talking about eating gluten pizza. I just assumed
Well, I eat
damn.
gluten pizza. You mean gluten-free?
gluten free,
So,
whatever.
Gavin's mom was gluten-free, and they would make sausage gravy for breakfasts on Sunday breakfast. And that sausage gravy was probably some of the best sausage gravy I've ever had.
Right, so
Homemade.
it's gluten free.
It was gluten-free.
So you
because-
like the sausage in your mouth then?
Yeah, he did. He was just rolling it around in there. like,
Yeah.
They make
sucking it up.
gargling.
how in the world do they make gluten free flour?
You
I think
know,
what they
It's-
do is they take the
It's just
souls.
not flour.
It's
they
yeah,
do-
like because you got to make the roux. with the-
I don't know.
You can thicken with cornstarch.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, I was always told that the way they make gluten stuff or gluten free stuff is they just take like the souls of dead orphans and then they kind of just put it into a machine and it makes it
Sounds right.
because you're basically
So-
killing the soul by eating it.
Would sugar-free stuff be souls of diabetics?
Well, yeah, that's how we gain strength
Oh, okay.
and live longer.
Okay.
Isn't that in Highland? Is it Highlander?
Yes, there
So-
can only be one.
So,
It was one.
so for you to make it past 33, you got to go up to another diabetic and take their soul.
Yeah,
Damn.
Hmm.
That's
Well,
pretty
it's not
hardcore. I'm
bad.
not gonna lie.
I mean, if like the diabetic was already in bad shape and on their deathbed, it's just like okay, yoink.
So instead of a sword, you just throw sugar at them or something.
yeah.
Got it.
It's basically like you know how they had like the cyanide capsules in
It's like
World
when
War
you
II.
salt a snail.
So you're gonna have the sugar capsules,
Salt a snail. Just
and then they'll
shriveled.
die from the sugar capsules.
Gotcha. Okay. Or you make a or you
Do it with
you
that.
take a candy cane and you suck that into a point, right? Is that what you
Yeah, and then right into their jugular.
got it?
Bro,
You gotta hit
we
the-
have to make that like diabetic Jack the Ripper. Like for every diabetic person, he has to kill only diabetic persons, but
Yeah.
he gains the time that they had left with their diabetes.
With their diabetes. That would be an interesting movie
So you're
right
like, this
there.
guy only had 3
Interesting
months to
movie,
live
yeah.
with his diabetes condition, and Darren's like, shit, got 3 more months now.
right. Hell yeah. I'm basically like the next Justin Timberlake in that one movie.
So
he
yeah,
did.
you're gonna combine Highlander with Time, right? What was
Yeah.
that movie called?
Oh, God. I know what you're talking about, where they have the time on their arms.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be smart for you to go for a kid to get the longevity?
Yeah, true
That is
that.
horrible.
Well, it depends.
I'm just saying, like, if you know a 1-year-old can get
If
diabetes,
you're looking for longevity.
right?
All right. So it's either a school or an old folks' home.
Jeez.
We have a lot of diabetics at my work.
Exactly. So,
Well, if
I
it's-
mean,
if
you go
it's to
by
make-
mass numbers here.
Question: if you do all old people, like, do you
It's
stack
accumulative.
it?
It's accumulative.
Are you able? Yeah, you're able
Yeah,
to stack.
yeah.
So if they only have 2 years left,
Yeah,
And Dexter's only have one, so you'll have 3.
yeah, you roll
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So then
basically,
you got to go through and just slaughter maybe
60
50 people.
60
well,
to
if it makes
70 old
Kayla's
people.
job easier, then yes, I'll go to her work and we'll
She'll
just.
lose a job.
No.
Well, no.
There's always jobs.
The ones
Yeah.
that are there are still going to eat.
Yeah.
The other
hello.
old people.
And besides, I'll work part time. I'll be a part timer there. Go like a couple hours, every few months and fucking.
Oh yeah, see, he's going to be dedicated. He's going to get a job there and just.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you're combining
Kinda
a whole
like
bunch
Dexter.
of movies.
Employee of the month.
Employee of the
That's
month.
a good one.
Highest death rate.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting movie though, just to see
It would
if
be.
it like somebody needs to. But yeah, I mean, really though, I want to know your opinion. Would you go for a young person or multiple old people?
Oh,
Ah, damn. I don't know. Fucking multiple old people.
Really?
You can't look into it in a child's eyes,
Right.
and then take their life.
Well, yeah.
and so
'cause think
you
about it.
can't.
I've
Unless
had
you
it-
mice and men it.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
fuck, not Larry.
True. No, think about it. Like, I've
The
had it my
rabbits.
whole life, so of course I would want the kids who have juvenile diabetes to experience it. Because I'm like, you ain't getting off easy. I want you to fucking know what I went through.
Gee.
We're just gonna go
See,
out
I'm
to the
thinking
farm
the
and have a good
opposite.
time.
I
My
would-
goodness.
I would do it because you'd be like one and done. If they got a good chance that they're going to make it to 50. So if you're 30 right now, you're going to be 80. So
Just one compared to multiple people.
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but does anybody really want to live to be in their 90s? I mean,
Say,
it just
yeah, you
seems
got to
like
reason
just-
it though. See, like, yeah, the one young guy, yeah, like I get more window time, but like the old people are at their end of the time anyway. So wouldn't I just be doing my civic duty and just
Well, or at least I want to at least beat Oblivion remastered before I die. So
Dr.
I mean,
Darren Kevorkian?
I think you will easily do that, but you got less than 6 months according to him. I mean, you're past your due date according to both of these guys.
No, he still
Yeah.
got like 2 more months.
like half a week.
When, didn't you say 32?
Oh, I
Or-
thought I gave him a year.
Oh, you gave them 30 till 33, right?
So I get the
So
whole
2
year
months.
of 33.
Oh, see, I was thinking that you only get up till
No, I get
33.
the whole year of the
Okay, so
age.
then he gets the 33 and a half because that's what you said,
You
right?
get
Yeah,
33.
yeah.
Yeah, you get the half.
All right, so we're gonna take bets right now. I think you're gonna live until 90.
All right.
But
And if I have to do whatever drugs they gave to Joe Biden to you, we got it, bro.
You're gonna have prostate cancer.
Just
Well, yeah, they gave him Obama pills.
So you're gonna have
The
prostate
Obama
cancer
oh
Oof.
from Diddy.
From Diddy.
yeah. So what if also if you killed the old people, you get all their bad problems?
Oof.
It's
Then
like,
would you go for?
that's called the Kirby effect.
The Kirby effect.
Oh.
I don't know. I think we're getting too far into this, and
This is
I think we should end the episode.
I agree.
That's a
Aw. You don't want to talk about it anymore?
Well, we can, but it's just like
Oh,
we're
I get it.
we're
It's
going
like
in
2
circles.
hours.
We're going in circles now with this. It's not really.
I know,
Darren.
I know.
Tell us the story about when you were a choir boy and then you had the 3 substitute teachers.
And that's what's up.
And we'll be right back.
All right,
We'll end it right here.
guys. Y'all have a beautiful weekend, and thank you for staying tuned. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.